Hey team, gonna wait for some of you guys to hop on. For those watching the recording, you know the drill. Fast forward a little bit. Until then, I'm just gonna be jibber jabbering on until some people hop on. But I hope, oh my gosh, I hope this doesn't annoy you guys. My Jeep, the top is kind of loose, I guess, and it's making a noise, and it's absolutely annoying me, so I hope you guys don't hear it. I'll wait for some of you guys to hop on live and tell me if it's too annoying. I know it's a Sunday. I know I usually take off on the weekends and evenings, but I have a friend, a childhood friend, coming into Key West, so I'm driving down. It takes me about 40 minutes to get there, and I thought I would hop on with you guys and see how you guys are. I know some of you guys are, you know, good, and I know some of you guys aren't so good. Some of you guys are dealing with some pretty shitty things in life. Trust me, I've been there just recently, so I understand. Some of you guys are dealing with health issues and dealing with family issues and whatever it may be. I just want to send my love to you and let you know that that you're in the right place. We're family here, and I hope that you feel that. I hope that you guys feel appreciated and valued, and you know, if I didn't appreciate and value you, I just wouldn't come on here and train you. I wouldn't come on and talk to you. I wouldn't check in with you. I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't do any of those things. So I just want you to know that I love you guys very much. So I don't really have anything crazy today, but I have some tips for you guys, and I hope that they're going to help you. So when I find that I'm not sponsoring the way that I want to, I look to myself. I don't look at anybody else, because I know it's not anybody else's responsibility. It's my responsibility. So I look at myself and I'm like, what am I doing differently what am I not doing that I was doing when I was sponsoring more people, right? And for me, it is that I get complacent, and I quit doing as many parties, and I quit networking as much. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about the things that I'm actually doing in my business that are creating a huge impact, because my hope is that you guys will see the value in it and maybe try it on your own, right? So the first thing I do is I book parties, right? And usually about every 10 to 15 people, I can book 2 to 3 parties, right? So every 10 to 15 of my past customers or my friends or whatever I can book about, you know, 2 to 3 parties. So I start there and I get parties booked. Why? Because parties are a warm lead that I can use to create an environment that I can add a lot of people to my network. You see, guys, network marketing is simply making friends. That's all it is. And when people come to me and they're like, I'm not recruiting, or I'm not able to book parties, or I haven't gotten any orders, I'm like, well, what have you done to build your network? Because we can exhaust our current pool, right? Our friends, our family. Say that your friends and family, you know, with those you're getting like 500 in orders, but you know that if you get 2,000 in orders, you get that 5% bonus, and you're really striving for that. What that means is you need to come up with $1,500. The easiest way to do that is to build your network, to have parties, and to go out and build your network. So what I've been doing is I've been following up with my customers, and I'm like, hey, it's a new catalog. I know you usually have a party. Let's get this thing going. You know, I'm testing new online party methods. So I'm like, hey, I'm testing a new online party method. Can you help me out? Or, hey, I'll give you a free mini warmer if you host a qualified party. Now, what a qualified party means for me is if they get $350 in sales, then they get that free mini warmer from me. I use the perpetual reward that Scentsy gives us to give that to them. So I get it half off, right? What that does is it pushes somebody to that next level in a party. But then once they're at $350, I'm like, hey, I'll upgrade that, you know, $25 warmer to a $45 warmer if you hit $550. Not only will I give you that, but Scentsy's going to up your rewards, and you'll get 15% in free stuff and 3 half-offs. So people see the value because they're like, and I explain to them, I break it down. how many orders that is. An average order is $83. So I break that down to them and I'm like, listen, that's like 3 to 5 more orders. You might as well try, right? Message privately your friends, your family, get those people that said they're going to order that didn't. The most important thing for my parties that I've done, it doesn't matter what style online party I have, it doesn't matter what kind of basket or bag party I have, or home party or event. What it all comes down to is how I'm connecting with other people. I don't even know what just hit my car, or something fell off my car, my Jeep. So in an online party, let's take online party for example. It doesn't matter what I'm saying or doing. I can literally go on my website and just pull a picture from my website and put, oh my gosh, I love this scent. This is amazing. I love this warmer. It's so pretty. Here's a picture in my house of this warmer. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, right? In parties, what really matters is how I'm connecting with the people. So what I do is the first day, or the first few days, when I have people trickling into the group that I've made for my online party, I will tell them on the post, I am reaching out to you and sending you a message. Please accept my friend request. And I'll send you a message. And I'm simply sending all these people a message first saying, hey, this is who I am. I know I posted on the page, but some people don't see it. This is who I am. I love Scentsy. Scentsy is an income for me, and I greatly appreciate you being here. What are your favorite products? So I get them talking to me, okay? Give them the link to the party, and then that's it. Now, I don't get discouraged if somebody is like, doesn't message me back or whatever. I don't do that, guys. I'm too far along in this game and I know that I can't let those things distract me. So I do things intentionally. I reach out, I connect with people, not only because I want them to order, but I want to get to know them because more importantly, I don't just want their order. I want them to host parties for me and I want them to join my team. The only way that I'm going to get to know my host's friends, all these other 25 people that I didn't know before, is by adding them as a friend, connecting with them, getting them to know me, like me, and trust me, okay? They're not all going to know me. They're not all going to like me, and they're not all going to trust me, but some will. Some will get to know me and they'll be like, you know what, this chick isn't bad. She's kind of crazy like me. I like her, right? So the other thing, okay, so that's parties, right? I'm going to connect with people in parties. That's how I'm building my network. I'm also going to be present when I go out in public, okay? I am not going to put my head down. I'm not going to be rushing around. I'm going to be very intentional about talking to people, making friends. Maybe I'll wear a Scentsy button. Maybe I'll wear a Scentsy shirt. Maybe I'll have a Scentsy catalog hanging on my purse. But I'm going to be very intentional when I go into public because I know that if I talk to one person and I use social media to connect with them, you see, talking to people and then not having a way to get in touch with them, that's just like people handing out catalogs and samples. You can do that all day, but if you're not having a way to get back in touch with that person to follow up with them, it's moot, it's done. You might as well forget it. You've just lost a customer or a possible recruit or a possible hostess, right? So when I'm in public, no more looking down, having social anxiety, because I know a closed mouth don't get fed. And if I am going to do this, I can't keep saying to myself, we can't keep saying to ourselves, well, I know what my problem is, I just need to do it. And then 2 months down the road, well, I know what my problem is, I just need to do it. We need to take action, okay? So I know what my problem is in public. I have social anxiety. I cannot get paid. My family will not have income if I let that take over, okay? So that's my second thing that I'm doing, is I'm being present. I'm going out more to networking groups and functions. Chamber of Commerce, guys, you don't have to be a member at most Chamber of Commerce to go to their monthly meetings, to meet people, to network with people. It could be an hour out of your whole month, and you can make 25 to 50 new contacts just like that, just by going to one of these meetings, right? Okay? By getting your local small business people together and having a lunch with 5 to 10 of them, that could add 5 to 10 of people into your market. Out of those 5 to 10 people, I want to give you stats. 2 to 3 of those people will end up hosting a party. Out of those 2 to 3 parties, you can get hundreds and thousands down the road if you do it right and you book parties within those parties and you'd have the join conversation. You can get hundreds or thousands of dollars in orders from just those 3 people having parties and branching out, and you could possibly get new recruits from it, because we're talking hundreds of new people you're adding to your network. Okay, so there's that. My next thing I'm doing, and you guys hear me talk about this a lot, but it works, and I like it because I don't have to leave my house. And if I'm having a bad day, some of you guys know I have some major health issues. If I'm having a bad day, I can literally sit in bed and do this. You ready for it? Some of you guys know what I'm gonna say. I join at least 1 new group or 2 new groups a month, okay? So my groups that I join, it could be military spouse groups, it could be military spouse veterans groups, it could be Jeep groups. What is Boston Terrier groups? You know, what are things that you enjoy? It could be crocheting with your toes group. Like, the weirder the better, guys, because why? These things that we do on our personal time, these things that make us who we are. I'm going to get to that in a second. Remind me of that. Because we're going to talk about attraction marketing a little bit, and then I'm going to get off of here. But these things that make us weird, guess what? There's other weirdos just like us out there, and they need to hear from us, right? And how do we meet them? We can meet them in groups. We can meet them in person at Chamber of Commerce. We can meet these people all over the place. But my favorite is meeting people in groups. Why? Because I can sit at home and I can meet people. It could be people local to me. It could be people not local to me. It doesn't matter. Here's what I do. So, for instance, the other day I put up a post. It's very simple. I choose 2 groups a week, and I put up a post, something like, hey guys, what toe do you use to crochet? If it's in your toe crocheting group. Where are you guys from? What's you guys' favorite ice cream? Something to get people talking. Okay, now you're going to have an overwhelming response, and you're not going to focus on all these people. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to focus on the people that have something in common more with you. Okay, so for instance, if I said, where are you guys from? And I have people answering all over, right? And I know I'm trying to target people in Florida where I live. I'm from Maryland. My husband's from Missouri. I could take those 3 places, and then I could have a micro relationship with all the people that said they were from those places. I could have a micro relationship with them in the comments, okay? Now, I am not doing this to talk about Scentsy. I'm doing this to make friends with people. But the key is to do it intentionally, purposefully, and to do it consistently, and that's the key. Some of you guys will leave and you'll do this week, but you won't do it every week. You need to set a reminder on your alarm on your phone. I know it takes time, but it's literally 15 minutes out of your week, 30 minutes out of your week, okay? But what I do is I start adding these people as friends, and I private message them, and I'm like, hey, oh my God, I used my big toe for crocheting too. It is so nice to meet other big toe crocheters. For those of you that just hop on, you're gonna be like, what the hell is she talking about? Okay, so but you guys get my point. We're not talking Scentsy, okay? I'm gonna get to how we fit Scentsy in this. All of these people, even people in your group, in your parties that you're meeting, you are not utilizing these people enough to create relationships with these people. You have Scentsy on your brain. We're not Scentsy sharks. We're not out there as soon as they drop in the water to go get them and bite on them and be like, you want to buy some Scentsy? You want to join my team? No, no. You're making friends with these people. You're making connections, more importantly, with these people, okay? How do we do that online? Here's what we do. And I have a tip for you guys that's really blowing my mind, that's been working, that somebody from home office shared with me that they learned in a training. Okay, so I have all these people, and I keep track of them. So if you go on your laptop, you can start lists, it's called, for your friends. It's like friends groups, it's called lists. You can write them down, these people's names, so you can keep track of them. I don't care how you do, you can take screenshots. Okay, remember these people that you're making friends with, that have added you back when you ask them to add as a friend, okay? And this is what I'm working on too, so I'm not perfect at it, but you guys are more than welcome to copy what I'm doing. However, you got to make it just for you sometimes, because the things that I do and say doesn't mean that it's you guys' thing. So you need to figure out how you're doing attraction marketing to attract these people to you. But every day, intentionally, I'm posting every single day 2 to 3 times, okay? I use my stories mostly to post about Scentsy and to share who I am and what I'm doing in my everyday life. My other posts, my normal posts, my reels could be about products I'm using at home. I have live pictures and live things that I'm posting, but I'm also posting more about myself and what makes me me. So this is gonna turn you guys to yourself, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, who am I? What am I? But this is good. We need to do this. We need to reflect on who we are. I know who I am now. I'm a girl that loves to camp, that loves Jeeps, that loves the water, that has a special empathetic heart to elderly people and animals and small children. And, you know, I don't have a favorite color, and I'm a 7. I love adventure, an Enneagram 7. So I love adventure, and I, you know, but I do have a little bit of other Enneagrams where I like to plan a little bit. So I'm all over the place. I'm a hot freaking mess, guys. But sometimes when you go on with no makeup and you go do a live and you share things about yourself that are messy, other people can relate to you, okay? So maybe you have a hairy mole like me. Maybe you have this hair on your forehead that grows out every few weeks and it's ridiculously long until you get to pluck it or whatever, but talk about it, because other women out there know your struggles. Everybody, like, 9 out of 10 people probably have toe hair that they shave. Talk about it. Be weird. People relate to those kind of things. People relate to you running around your house like a crazy maniac, working your business, trying to, you know, tend to your kids, trying to make dinner, looking like a hot mess, because we all do. Guys, this is the first time I've worn makeup and done my hair in I don't know how long. So be the you that you are, because you're going to attract people to you. But attraction marketing has to be done purposely, with intent, and consistently. And that's something I've lacked, that I'm working on, because once I get all these people to me, how am I attracting them to want to host parties, to join? They have to know me, like me, and trust me. Well, they kind of know me, but not really, because they just added me as a friend, but they know that I'm from Maryland. That's all they know. So what am I going to do to get them to know me more? What are you going to get to know you do every day? Guys, I hate to tell you, but there's a fine line here, because if you're posting your drama and your passive aggressive, woe is me, oh, I'm so sick, there's a hot line there. Let me tell you. If you're posting about politics, all these stupid freaking political memes I see that you guys posting, and then I go fact check it and they're not even true, drop that shit, man. Because people, guess what? Your political views, only a quarter of America shares that with you. The other 75%, they're one of the other ones, okay? They don't share the same political view as you. And half of those 25% probably don't give a shit, because they're tired of seeing political posts and religious posts and all the bullshit posts. And what you're doing is you're losing the other 75%, because they're like, this person's a douche canoe. And it's, whether it's good or bad, that's not for me to judge. People judge you no matter what. So think about what you're posting. If you're always woe is me, the world is negative, you know, there's a fine line. I'm not saying you can't be realistic. I'm not saying you have to be positive Patty, because that shit doesn't work either, right? But be real, be authentic, and lean more on the positive side than the negative. If your Aunt Susie, you're having issues with her, don't post it on social media. Come on, man. Like, nobody wants to see that shit, and nobody really cares, right? Like, at the end of the day, it's just negativity the world doesn't need, right? Okay, so attraction marketing, we talked about that. Now, what can you do? What is a really purposeful thing you can do? I said to keep track of all these people that you're adding. So here's what I'm doing. Here's this tip that the home office person told me. Michelle Snyder told me this last week when we did a bar report. Some of us leaders get bar reports to analyze our business. And I did a training with her, and we got kind of off topic, and she's like, what are you doing that's really working your business? And then I told her, you know, about my group stuff. I'm like, I'm still doing that. And she's like, oh my gosh, try this. So here, I'm gonna tell you guys. So these people this is the key. This is the real key. These people a lot of times aren't seeing your posts that are on your social media, and here's why. If you're not messaging people and commenting under their stuff, Facebook doesn't think that you really know them, and Facebook doesn't think that your stuff belongs in their feed. How can you make that happen? There's two ways. Number one, you make sure that your posts are quality. You're not just copy pasting posts, and you're doing things that people really want to see. And I'm going to go into that a little more this week. I'm going to train you guys on that, the things that I've learned, what people want to see. But for now, let's just keep it easy, okay? Facebook will put things in their feed that you're getting comments or likes on because they're like, oh, people see value in this. You know, I'm going to send this to more people, right? Also, Facebook will put your stuff in their feed if they think that you're connected. If you're not private messaging people and you're not commenting on their stuff and they're not commenting on yours, Facebook will not show them your stuff. So if you guys are just posting, you know, copy and paste posts, Scentsy stuff that nobody's really interested in, and it's been weeks and weeks and weeks and nobody's commenting on your stuff, your algorithm is shit. Okay, so what do we do to fix that? So intentionally set your alarm every day to do a couple of things, okay? For 15 minutes, go in and maybe go to your birthday list and tell everybody happy birthday on your birthday list. Maybe go through and see who's on Facebook at the time and message them and say, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you since high school, how are you? Here's another way. Within 10 minutes of you posting something about Scentsy, go back to those lists of people that I told you to keep track of, the new friends, and comment under one of their posts each. And then 10 minutes later, post the post that you want to post. So for instance, you guys might try today, new friends that you've made, new whatever, or friends, maybe let's go with this, people that you've been scared to ask to join Scentsy. Let's try this. Get 30, 40, 50 people that you make a list of that you think would be great at Scentsy. Maybe let's start with 20. That would be great at Scentsy. Maybe people that you've made that are new friends. Maybe people that have just hosted a party. Make a list of these people. Go to their personal pages. Comment under some of their posts. And then put a post up like similar to this. Hey guys, I'm looking for, let's see, how could we word this? I'm looking for some people, question or exclamation point. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? Drop your zip code in the comments and I can tell you if there's a need for consultants in your area. Okay? Or you could post, if you had an extra $200 a month, what would you do with it? Okay? So back to the zip code thing. You're like, well, how do you find that out? Scentsy.com shows you everybody in your zip code that is hits lead consultant and above and that's working their business every month. So what I do is there's never a saturated area. Not once have I seen a saturated area. So I'll go to Scentsy.com, plug in their zip code, and I will send them a message. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness, Lisa. You and I have to chat. There is a need for consultants in your area. There's only 4 consultants in your area and you've got a 30,000 people population or something like that, okay? All right. Another thing you can do is every time that you follow up with a customer, you guys can send that message to them. Hey, I just looked up your zip code and there is a need for consultants in your area. Have you ever thought about doing this on the side? Okay. Now here's the key. All these things that I'm telling you guys, it's going to take time and consistently to make these work. You cannot do the things once or twice. You cannot ask 10 people to join your team and expect somebody to join tomorrow. It is going to take consistent effort, okay? But here's what I can tell you. If you start now and you share this with your maybe you've got a small team or a larger team, if you share this with them and you're all doing this together, what I've told you in this video today, and you're all setting your alarms to remind you to take 15 to 30 minutes every day to do these kind of things, your going to go from essential consultant to a star consultant this month or next month. You are going to go, if you consistently do this and you train people to do this and you come here for help and you go to your upline for help, or you go to your director or your superstar director, and you consistently do these actions and you build your network and you're hosting parties and you're asking every single person if they've ever thought about doing what you do. You're going to build your team, and then in turn you're going to train your team to do the same thing, and 1 or 2 or 3 out of 10 people that you sponsor are going to do big things too, just like you're doing. And within 2 to 6 months you're going to be a director making $1,500 to $2,500 a month. Here's what else I can promise you. If you guys continue to do it, in 1 to 2 years you can go from a director to a star director and be making $50,000 to $75,000 a year. If you do this and you consistently do it for 2 to 5 years, you can make 6 figures as a superstar director. These are the things that I did consistently, okay? That's it. It's simple. But the problem is people don't take action, they let fear hold them back, and they don't consistently do these things, okay? Don't let that fear stop you guys. Fear is not paying y'all's bills, okay? Opening your mouth will pay your bills. Getting past fear will pay your bills. I can 100% promise you right now, if you go and you train yourself and you do these things consistently, you're gonna have success. And if you don't, you're not gonna have success. So the choice is yours to take today. Which choice are you gonna take? I hope this helps you guys. I love you guys so much. It's been nice hanging out with you on this Sunday on my drive, and I appreciate you guys. We have this week we have Amber Turner coming to teach you guys some onboarding. So you have a new consultant, now what? Now what do you do? Or your consultant under you comes to you and they want to revamp their business. What do you tell them? Amber is, she's a top 50 earner. She's a superstar director friend of mine. She's the sweetest person I've known, and she's gonna come tell you how she is an introvert. She might not tell you guys this, but she's a total introvert, and she has become a superstar director making 6 figures, earning top 50 trips, and she sponsored I think 30 people, 25 people last year, I don't remember how many, all because she's done what I'm telling you and what she's gonna tell you with onboarding this week. So I'll post that, and I'll tell you guys when she's coming. And yes, Felicia said fear kept her, and it really did. I literally had to step back because I knew that I could tell Felicia to drop her fear and drop whatever she was thinking, but she had to believe it for herself and believe in herself. The minute that I stepped back and I was like, you know, Felicia's gonna fly. I feel it, like I know she's gonna fly. And Felicia flew so high, guys. Felicia, for some of you guys that don't know, just real quick, that don't know her story, Felicia hit director and lost her title, unfortunately, which happens to a lot of people, guys. We don't always get paid at title. That's why we have to keep going. And Felicia got really discouraged and upset, which I don't know many people that wouldn't. And I think, and I hope I'm not speaking for you, Felicia, but from my point of view, is that you lost confidence in yourself, and it hurt you bad. And I understand that feeling, man, because I've been there. And one day Felicia was like, no, I've come too far to come this far. Like, I'm done. And her team loves her. She's the best leader, and she has, you know, consistently grown her business, you know, to hit director numbers every single month consistently. Now, last fall she hit director again, and she's consistently hit numbers, her and her team, every single month. And she's got a great team because of her, because she has, that is what happened. I didn't want to speak for you, Felicia, but Felicia is an introvert. You know, she's not, you know, it doesn't come naturally for Felicia to go out and just like blurt out and talk to people. She's super sweet, super, you know, like, you know, even tempered, and Felicia has got a lot of kids. And she is a crazy busy woman. So for her to put in the time and do this, it was a lot, guys. Like, she has a crazy life. So for her to do this, it was not easy. So yes, I would love to spotlight people like this on our team. We have people like this all over the place. And if you have a dream and you don't stop whatever you do, you can hit it. You can do what you you desire. You can be where I am, you can be where Felicia is, you can be wherever you want to be with this business. You just have to believe in yourself, and that's something I can't give you. I can tell you all day how much I believe in you, how great you are, and how you need to let fear get out of your head, but it's all up to you guys. I'm sorry, I know I said I was getting off here, but I want to share something with you guys. I never once thought, so I used to date guys that abused me. I used to feel awful about myself. I had kind of a traumatic childhood at times, and I used to feel real shitty about myself, guys. And I would start and stop jobs. I even dropped out of college. Like, I just had no direction. The only thing consistent in my life were my friends and my family. And I don't want to cry. When Scentsy came along, I was married and a little more stable. You know, I love my husband and I love, you know, my kiddos, and you know, financially we were struggling. And I saw Steffi going on trips and earning some money doing this from home, and I was like, you know, what's it gonna hurt? Maybe if I just make $400 extra a month to buy her groceries. I was just tired. I was tired of struggling. I was tired of looking at prices and using coupons and trying to get deals, and every time I would pay something off, another bill would come up and I didn't know how I was gonna pay it, and I felt sick to my stomach, and I wanted a different life, guys. And I started Scentsy, and what it's done for me is more than money and friendship and travel. It gave me personal development. It gave me a way to look to see the bad things about myself and change them, to be a leader. I wasn't a great leader when I first started. I really don't feel like I was a great leader till the last year, to be honest with you guys. I don't feel like I would have been the person that I am without Scentsy. Financially, it has given my family the option to travel the world, to retire my husband from the military, to move to an area where we couldn't afford if we didn't have Scentsy. I'm not telling you guys this to brag. I'm really not. I don't want you guys to think, oh, I had this, and because there was a time when I didn't have shit, and it was just me starting a Scentsy business. And for the first couple of months, I didn't have anybody on my team that wanted it at all. And then all of a sudden, within that first year, I met people like Felicia and Melanie, and so, I mean, I can't even list all the people. Some are gone, some are still here. And it helped me realize that I could do this, right? Because I kept going consistently, even though I had a team that wouldn't work and they wouldn't go active. And I knew, because I was listening to these Scentsy people talk, and they were telling me what I'm telling you, and they were like, if you just keep consistently doing this, it will work. You can't quit. You can't quit. Can't quit. I kept my eye on the prize. And guys, there were times when I wanted to straight up quit Scentsy, because I understand some of you guys have teams. You can have the best work ethic in the world, but if they have a shitty work ethic, sometimes it sways your paycheck, right? And it sucks. Sales like this, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it sucks. In sales, I've been in different organizations. If your team doesn't do well, you don't get bonuses. Like, that's how it works. And in our sales, it's the same way, right? Here's the great opportunity though. We have a lot of team. You can replace that person. If they don't want it as bad as you, there's somebody on their team that does. Work with them. There's somebody out there. One person can change your whole team, guys. I've seen it happen hundreds of times. Literally, where somebody was going to quit. They were a director and they were going to quit. They weren't getting paid at title. And then they went and recruited two people each month for 6 months. And out of those people came one person that wanted the same desire as them, that's sponsored like them. And together they changed the whole team around and was able to promote and hit different levels and different, you know, paychecks that they desired, because they didn't give up. So I know I took longer. I'm sorry, guys, but I love you guys so much. I can't read all the comments, Felicia, but I love you. I saw I love you, so I'm gonna say I love you back. Guys, just go do this damn thing, because you're worth it. I know you are, and you know you are. Deep down inside, I know you want more and you can have more. So go get it. I love you.